Hi, folks. I hope you had a really good day today. We have a good story today. We're continuing the story of Esther and Mordecai and King Xerxes. And today we're going to talk a little bit about something that happened with Mordecai and Esther. There's a picture. You can see this man. That's supposed to be the guy with the big beard. That's supposed to be Esther's cousin Mordecai. And in the background, you can see two soldiers guarding the castle. And they are doing something there. They're talking to each other. Somebody is whispering, and the other one is listening. So here comes the story. Remember, at this point, Esther was waiting to marry the king. Finally, the big day came. And the king carefully placed the crown on Esther's head, and she was now Queen Esther. Mordecai was very happy. Every day he came to the palace gate to talk to Esther. He wanted to be sure that she was happy and safe. Well, one day, while Mordecai was waiting at the gate for Esther, because queens have a lot of things to do, Queens can get sidelined. They've got to oversee the queen stuff. They've got to make sure that the crowns get polished, and they have to make sure there's enough food on the table at banquets, and they have to, I'm not quite sure what all they do, but they seem to be pretty busy people. Anyway, so she wasn't there right on time, and he was waiting. And while he was waiting, he heard two of the king's guards talking to each other. Now, these two didn't like the king, and they wanted to get rid of him. Mordecai, he knew he had to stop them. After all, look, his cousin's the queen. And if the king goes, the queen goes, right? So he was taking care of her and watching out for her. And he thought that there would be danger, because there's always danger when a king or a queen is around. But he didn't realize he was going to be the one to find out what it was. And he didn't know that he would be the one that would be able to help. He had to get somehow a secret message to Queen Esther. Well, one thing you can do if you ever need to write a secret message, get a piece of paper and you write it in lemon juice. You won't see it, but just print things out using lemon juice instead of ink or instead of a pencil. And when somebody gets the message, they can hold it over some sort of heat, like a light bulb or something, and it'll turn brown, and you can suddenly see the letters that looked like it was on a blank piece of paper. Well, that's what you might try. Well, Mordecai, he took a more direct approach. He waited for Queen Esther to come to the gate, and he knew that he had to tell her about the guards' plans to hurt the king. And as Esther approached, Mordecai whispered to her, "You must help save the king. 2 of his guards are planning to get rid of him. They don't want him to be the king anymore." Well, Esther told the king about the plan to hurt him. Then she said, "Mordecai warned me of this danger. He wants me to be sure that you're not harmed." The king sent out some of his officers, and they discovered that what Queen Esther had said was true. And the king was very happy that Mordecai had saved him. The king had a palace servant write these things in a record book just as they happened. And now everyone would know how Mordecai had helped to save the king, and how Esther was part of that too. You see in the picture, you can see the servant writing in the background. When you do things to help people, they remember it. They know. People have a sense of who their friends are. You know who your friends are. And if there's somebody that's always getting you into trouble, they're probably not really your friend. But if there's somebody who's always helping you, yeah. Or if you're helping them, you're their friend. It usually goes both ways. It does when it happens the right way. Friends are important, and they help take care of us too. Friends are a real gift from God, and they're worth taking care of. So, I don't know who your friends are, your best friends, but whoever they are, take good care of them and trust them when they say they're trying to help take care of you too. Because things were only going to get a little harder for Esther and Mordecai. And we'll hear about that tomorrow. Good night.